jet power as well. Looking for the cooldown reset, but it's not there. Probably wanted to just check if it was there so he could just burn off all his cooldowns, grab it, and burn them again. Dreadnought going down. And yeah, he had backup, but I think most of the damage there did really come from that lightning beam. That thing is really nasty in the hands of a good engineer. I've been on the receiving end of it several times. That thing can headshot, by the way, and it's one of the easier things to headshot with because of the fact that you have... First of all, it's got no travel time, like the biotech does, and it has no spread, and it gives you constant feedback on where you are or aren't dealing damage, so you can make little adjustments without having to worry about... you know, it being like one shot, then one shot, and constantly be adjusting to get the headshot. Let's go back to Ace. Actually, let's check out Cyros. He's doing pretty well. Cyros is dead? No, he's hacking. He's unhacking, okay. I lost what was going on again. Ah, that's disappointing. I was hoping they would take A, but it was hard fought from the attackers in the second half. Very, very well played from the defenders. They obviously had a very excellent attack round, which we saw the last maybe two-thirds of, and now well-deserved victory. Victory! Heading right out. Yeah, Hacky, I'm really, really looking forward to doing a lot of shoutcasting for this game. Like I said, I've done shoutcasting in the past. Oh god, server's getting choppy again. You can see how this is not my computer. If it was my computer, it would be frame rate. It would not be this kind of choppy thing. But usually the PvP servers and the PvE servers are on a different... it's a different set of servers. So while they are on the same connection, I'm fairly sure, because most people are checking out the... Let's see here. I'll go to the map real quick just to show you guys this. Like this area that's open here, you didn't used to be able to get here to Sea Goose. That's a new Sin thing. It used to be like maybe you had access to from here, you had all this stuff, and then you would get cut off around like here. There's a lot of the world that just got opened up with this patch for us to check out. This is actually Sunken Harbor, right over here. Actually, I found Shantytown is right down here, even though there's no SYN network for it, which disappointed me. Alright, let me get us back into another match to check out. But like I was saying, Hacky, yeah, I love shoutcasting. I did it for Heroes of Newerth for about half a year. I had a whole lot of fun. Ooh, there's Ace again. I like following him. Fun guy to watch. Ooh, Moisture Farm. Love Moisture Farm. And so it's something I have a lot of passion for, and I think Firefall could be, you know, one of the next big things. It's a really well-made game, and Red 5's putting a lot of effort into it. Is this, now I can't tell if this is, like, just the usual startup thing, or if this is just broken. Because... oh, there we go. There we go. I have no idea what the score is, but I don't think we're actually... oh, that's not looking friendly. Who is... Sweet Cheeks and Brezzles. Alright. Brezzles. Let's watch you. Reloading. Something you'll see just instantly when I saw in there, what almost all of the better assault players and even biotech and recon players will do, if they get you down to like 2 hit points with their, you know, skill shot weapon, they're not going to give a shit about landing the final skill shot to kill you. Pull out your secondary, pull out an SMG, pull out an assault rifle, something like that, finish them with that. Don't risk them dodging all of your big one-shot ability, like your one-shot weapon. Or for biotech, don't risk them dodging all of your needles just because you want it to be fancy and get it with your main gun. Use your secondaries, they're amazing. Something not enough people do, honestly. Anyway, this is kind of one-sided. I usually don't watch one-sided things, but eh. Pickings are slim sometimes. And again, like I mentioned before, TDM, you have to make sure you execute and revive people. Those of you who were watching the last Sunken Harbor match I did remember that that was pretty key, actually, the fact that that didn't happen a couple times. One thing, if you've played before, you might notice that the jet thrust looks like it's working differently, and what they've done is they've changed it so whenever you're jet thrusting and you start holding a direction, your upward thrust will cut, and it will start thrusting you directly where you're holding it. So you have much more actual control over your jet movement now, and just if you want upward thrust, you just don't hold a direction. It's very, very nice. It took some getting used to, because I was used to just kind of holding forward to get any place when I was trying to jet somewhere, but once I got used to the changes, I like it a lot better. It's a very, very nice change. They've changed all the... I liked the execute animation better when the... when the Assault and the Dreadnought used to use their foot jets to just burn the person's head off. That was much cooler than stomping them a few times and kicking their teeth in. So yeah, this won't take all that long. Ace not even playing his trademark Dreadnought. What we got here? I'm a little disappointed they didn't add in the ability to, you still can't queue up as 5, or as any more than 2 even, because they still have the... You can now do like arranged PvP matches where you form up a squad, you meet another squad in open world, and then challenge them to a match. But I'd like to be able to just queue with 3 people instead of having to queue with 2 and 2 and hoping we get into the same game. Little things. I understand why they did it. Pre-mates were really dominating the scene when they made that change, but you know, I think eventually once they have a better tiered matchmaking system, they'll probably switch it back. Observe. Harvester is the best mode. Oh, I wish it got played more. It's just annoying. Ooh, fresh shanty town with nobody I know. Let's see if it's not a stomp. Oh, yeah, we got in just at the beginning of this one. That was the spawns we just saw. Yeah, oh, don't lag out now, please. There we go. Wonderful. Alright, let's see what happens here. We'll follow Ian for a bit here. See how he does. Looks like he's trying to flank behind, sneak behind their team. He hasn't been noticed yet. Nice little sneak attack there on Zero Grifter. Oh, that's a lot of poison he's walking into. There's 2 biotechs right in front of him, but looks like he's okay. Gets the 1. And with his engineer buddy, yep, switches to his assault rifle and gets the other one. Nice job. Switch over to Triffid, who appears to be fighting an engineer, and there's a biotech below him as well. He has a biotech friend. They're bringing him down nicely. Force field only protects you in that one direction, obviously. It can be blasted through. It takes a while, but biotech just snuck around behind and dealt with him that way.
I'm reloading.
One of the things I really, when I was first playing biotech on this map, I did very, very poorly. I mean, when I was first playing biotech in general, I did very poorly because it's very different from my beloved medic class. But what these biotechs are doing, chasing people down in close quarters, trying to get the shotgun thing off, I hate that strategy. Use your poison cloud to deny area, shoot through it with your things, and stand back and harass with your needler. Don't get in close. You don't have the hit points to deal with dreadnoughts and assaults. You don't have the damage to deal with dreadnoughts and assaults, but you do have a weapon that has both great range. The arc on it isn't really particularly bad. It arcs down a little, but if you play TF2, it's nowhere near as much as the syringe gun, for instance. And it doesn't have any sort of damage fall off. It does full damage at all ranges, which is different from, you know, the Dreadnought HMG. And so, well, you can actually beat a Dreadnought at long range outright if they just want to walk into you while you're kiting them with needles. punish that poison going out, but that's just not going to be enough. Let's move over to the spy over here. And see, he's doing exactly what I don't like, which is getting in way too close to the enemy team. You're not a direct combat class. You can't play it like one, or you're just going to die. Let's see. Yeah, see, Curandero, he do fire backpedal. It's extra strong here on Shantytown because of the long, narrow hallways. It's very hard for them to actually dodge. Alright, now he's chasing guys down. I guess he's chasing down other biotech with support. That's not that bad. But it's very easy to, it's very difficult for them to dodge your needles in these tight alleyways. Because there's a pretty decent hitbox on them. I mean, the characters are not that small, but they're too tiny, and the needles are so rapid fire that you can, fire them back and forth and make sure maybe a third of them hit in an alleyway that's as tight as this one over here on the left, or even over there on the right. Chasing an engineer is not really my favorite thing, because that laser beam is not exactly fun. I don't know why. There we go, now he's got assault support, not nearly as bad. I mean, I might just have been missing, because it took me some time to get used to the needles, but in most of my experiences, my needles have lost to that zap beam. Oh, that poison is going to hurt. Oh yeah, and you may have noticed the healing wave going off. If you played Medic before, that had a self-heal. On the Biotech, it does not. None of the base abilities have any sort of self-heal for the Biotech. It's just the leech, the minute leech you're getting off your primary that's keeping you alive. Later, I think one of the Tier 2 abilities is the Healing Leash, which I really, really want, where you leash yourself to someone and both of you get some life leech for as long as the leash lasts that affects both of you whenever either of you deals damage. But, as I said, that's a Tier 2 ability. It's not on the Tier 1, it's not on the Tier 1 tech tree. Curandero is actually doing a very respectable job of keeping himself alive here. I don't think he's died since I switched to him, considering usually I switch off of people when they die. Especially quite solid. Let's give someone else a chance in the spotlight, though. Let's try Trifid, who doesn't want to shoot, apparently, for most of that clip. Maybe he was loading. Anyway, only one more. They're probably going to bring down this Biotech right here, the Spy, for the win. Yeah, he can not really afford to jump into that. Oh, not with the other Biotech there. Yeah, just suicided right into the poison cloud there. Oh, the Spy goes down if they don't get him up. That's game anyway. There we go. Got the execute. Alright then. Gonna drop stream to separate video, and then I'll be right back, and I'll probably do one or two more little segments, and then I'll be done for the night. Appreciate y'all coming out. I will be right back in like 30 seconds.